All right, let's jump into this deep dive. We're looking at the tvONE C2-2855 CORIO2 universal scaler.
Hmm?
And for anyone managing, a complex project, the best way to think about this thing is it's basically a universal language translator for video signals.
That's a perfect
You
analogy.
can throw almost anything at it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it figures it out. It converts it flawlessly for whatever display you're using.
And that flawless translation is really why this piece of gear costs, what, over $3,000?
Yeah, the price is $3,235.
Right. So our mission here is to understand what makes it a new generation device. The big claim in the source material is about efficiency.
Efficiency in what way?
In setup time.
Yeah.
It says you can get this unit running in less than a third of the time of the older models.
Wow. And a high-stakes install, that's not just time saved, that's money saved.
A lot on that.
So that time saving has to be rooted in its flexibility, right? We're talking up, down, and cross conversion for pretty much any signal.
Exactly.
For our listeners who, don't live in that acronym soup, what does cross conversion actually mean for an installer on the ground?
It means you don't have to worry about formats. It's true flexibility. You can take, say, a 1080i broadcast signal
Okay.
and turn it into a 720p signal for a specific monitor, or vice versa. The scaler it does the math for you.
It just handles it.
It just handles it, and the range of connections is huge. For digital, you've got HDMI, you've got professional SD, HD, and 3G SDI.
And what about analog, the older stuff?
It has everything, YUV, RGB, all the way down to composite video and S-video. It's really built to bridge that entire gap from old to new.
And it's handling pretty impressive resolutions, too. PC inputs up to 1920 by 1200.
And HD TV signals up to 1080p at 60 frames.
But look, it's not just about shuffling signals around. It's the picture quality. We see support for 4.4.4 full bandwidth chroma sampling.
Correct.
Why is 4.4.4 so non-negotiable for, say, a professional using this for data displays or medical imaging?
Okay, that is the technical nugget right there. 4.4.4 is all about getting the maximum color fidelity. But more importantly,
What's that?
it's about crystal clear fine lines and text. Standard video compression, the stuff on a cheaper scaler, often uses 4.2.0 subsampling.
And that can make things blurry.
It can absolutely blur crisp data, like on a CAD drawing. The C2-2855 just prevents that fuzziness.
Okay, so the quality is high fidelity. But with all this automation, does an installer lose fine-tuning control? What are these interpolation features actually doing?
That's a great question. The automation is there to save time, right? It does automatic resolution detection, auto-calibration for PC inputs.
So the basics are covered fast.
Exactly. But those interpolation features, motion, temporal, diagonal, that's the high-end processing kicking in. The device is intelligently cleaning up the image on the fly. It gets rid of the jaggies and motion blur without anyone needing to babysit the signal.
That's robust. And I see audio isn't an afterthought either. It has a built-in audio switcher, and it can embed that audio onto the HDMI and SDI outputs.
Right. And you can control it from the front panel, over IP with software, or good old RS-232 for automation systems.
Okay, so given all that engineering, the $3,235 price tag starts to make more sense, and HDTV Supply throws in free USA shipping and lifetime support.
Which is a pretty great support package. Telephone, chat, text, email. They have you covered.
But let's talk about the market reality here. What's the fine print on a mission-critical device like this?
Okay, this is the crucial part. You get a solid 5-year warranty on parts and labor, but the product is sold as non-cancelable, non-returnable, and non-refundable.
Wow. So you have to be absolutely certain this is the box you need before you order.
You have to be 100% certain, and that really tells you who this is for. They even offer discounts for users with EDU, GOV, or DAT-MIL email addresses.
So this is for professional, government, and education spaces. Got it.
Definitely.
So this C2-2855 is clearly a powerhouse. But looking at their other products, you realize that $3,000 isn't even their top end.
Not even close.
They have things like the C2-6104A, which is a 4-window multi-viewer for almost $5,000.
And that brings us to an interesting provocative thought for you, the listener. If this C2-2855 scaler is the perfect universal translator for video signals,
The Rosetta Stone of video, yeah.
and what does it mean for modern AV that the most expensive companion pieces are things like multi-viewers and multi-window processors? It suggests that the complexity of just converting a signal has been, well, maybe not solved, but managed. The bigger technical and financial challenge now is managing what you see, arranging and viewing multiple sources all at the same time.
That's a great point. The complexity's moved up the chain. Something to definitely mull over.